Dan Hally, I'm at the Warren project site. So what you're seeing here, this is the secondary crusher. That's the ball mill. The green and yellow is the ball mill. So everything's set up, everything's wired in, everything's ready to go. What we're waiting on is the conveyor. So the conveyor's here. We have to set up the grizzly. The grizzly's on its way in. Just waiting for a little bit more snow. There's not enough snow to run the sled to pull the grizzly in. So we're supposed to get some more snow this weekend and first part next week. So that's one of the challenges up here. We're set up to run on snow, and the county will not allow rubber-tired vehicles on the road. So it's just one of the things you deal with up here. With the conveyor, we'll run from here. You can see the conveyor sitting there, getting set up. So it's all ready to go. Once we get that grizzly in here, that feeds to here. This runs in from the secondary crusher into the ball mill. Ball mill then feeds with a conveyor that we have coming. That'll feed into onto the table inside. You see our primary crusher in the background there, big tan piece of equipment, 25,000 pounds. Fun getting it up here. Gives us an idea of what's going on. You can see not much snow up here. It's cold, but not a lot of snow. One of the ore piles there is where we pull from. One of the things we'll actually do here pretty soon too is we will cover this with parachute, and then we have a heater that goes under the parachute that keeps that thawed out, because when it gets real cold, moisture tends to freeze that pretty hard. So that's just one way to solve that problem. So, but everything's going well, moving forward. Working on running what we can run. Big noise in here. These are all cons that are getting loaded on to the gold table there. What we're waiting on is the conveyor that'll carry from the ball mill. But like everything else in Warren, it'll take a little longer to get here. But when it gets here, the conveyor will actually carry everything into the building onto the gold table and the other equipment. Just so you understand what you're seeing here, where you see where it's all swelled up, looks like bread dough raisins, that's from the clay. So the clay actually swells when it's wet. That's about a ton of ore right there. So it gives you an idea of what we're running. We're using a smaller crusher. We need the larger crusher and ball mill to be finished up. Those are progressing, just waiting on the grizzly for the feeder. So things moving forward, working away up in Warren, Idaho, at the Warren project site. Dan Hally signing off.